So when you think about it, what you're doing every day, the work you're doing, sometimes you feel like what you're doing is tedious and you get the blinders on and you don't see the overall picture and everything that's going on around you and how much of an impact you guys essentially have on the people that are the consumers of your, what we would call your product or consumers of your service. And so when you guys are in the sink, you're working, you're doing your thing, and when things go right, it trickles all the way down the line. So you do whatever you need to do right, all your checks and balances are in order, the next guy gets what's going on, they do it right, goes down the line, down the line, down the line, then the end result is a happy customer or a happy person who's been afforded your service. And if all goes well, that's what we want, because now the perception of that customer is everybody did a great job, I'm really happy with what happened, and I'm going to come back there for everything I need, and I'm going to recommend to other people how amazing this team was. And even though you guys don't necessarily see the customer all the time, or you may not actually be there every single time someone comes out and is all happy and excited, whenever you're working on these things and you think like, what I'm doing is tedious, I don't really care right now, you just have to think about the big picture. And the big picture, or what I call is the long-term plan. And the long-term is, what I'm doing right now is going to have a direct and immediate effect on the person who's going to be consuming what I'm doing. And so if you're working on things and something doesn't go right, or something gets messed up, and down the line it gets messed up, and then down the line it gets messed up, now you get just a trickle-down effect. So you get a customer who's not happy, or you get someone who gets delayed and doesn't get to get worked on, or you get problems on there, and then that trickles to the next line, which trickles to the next people, and then everybody starts getting frustrated with each other, and everybody starts getting mad, and nobody wants to work together because now you've created like a frustration barrier amongst your team and your staff and everybody just because of one mishap or one problem or one issue. And problems and issues are fine. And when we look at customer-centric organizations and the way you guys function here, you guys there should be mistakes, there's going to be problems, there's going to be issues. But the difference between like a brand-centric organization and a customer-centric like yours is, in your organization, when something goes wrong, you guys meet with your team, you talk about what you can do better, you talk about what could have been fixed, you talk about why one team wasn't doing whatever they needed to do and how you guys can create team cohesiveness based off those things. And the whole idea is we need to have a top-down look at what's going on, what can be made better, and how you guys can improve those processes versus just a micromanagement top-down philosophy where someone just tells you what to do all the time.